Tonight we are talking about the Alabama Attorney General's race with our political analyst, Steve Flowers. And what's your take on this race? Where are we with this?
Well, first of all, I was surprised by the outcome of the Republican primary. Troy King sort of entered that race as the incumbent, even though Steve Marshall was the incumbent. Marshall had been appointed by Governor Bentley and was able to win a victory over Troy King in the Republican primary. Now, in that race, you have a viable Democratic opponent. The other races for statewide office do not. But you have two viable Democratic candidates in the fall. Walt Maddox, the Democratic candidate for governor, is the most viable candidate statewide that Democrats can win with. The second will be Joseph Sigelman, the son of Don Sigelman, who is an extremely sharp young man who's 30 years old and a very handsome young man, looks like John Kennedy Jr. He just acts like him, but he talks just like his daddy, Don Sigelman. So Marshall has got a challenge, although he will enter as a real heavy favorite because the Republican usually wins statewide on a statewide basis. But and he also, his margin of victory over Troy King was so large that it makes the problem for Joseph Sigelman to raise money becomes a daunting task because as an incumbent attorney general you can raise money as any incumbent can. So that'll be the problem he'll have, but that'll be one of the interesting races in the fall.
A lot of times it does come down to money and to fundraising, doesn't it, in these races?
That's probably why Marshall won the Republican nomination. He was able to use the power of incumbency to raise contributions. For example, he raised $700,000 from the Republican Attorney General's Association, and it was sort of clandestine money that Troy King actually filed a suit over the day or two before the primary, saying that this was illegal shell game PAC-to-PAC transfers, and it was, but it was federal money. So he's able to do those kind of things, and raising money equates to name identification by TV advertising.
Yes.
And so that's how it works.
Certainly will be an interesting race to watch as we head into the fall, that Attorney General's race. Thank you so much, as always, Steve Flowers, our political analyst.